Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today we are having a Zoom session. It's a product knowledge session that is dedicated to the oils, essential oils from our premium starter kit. The idea to introduce this product knowledge session popped into my mind when I actually realized that some people get very confused about the use of the oils when they receive their starter kit. So when they open it, they look at all these beautiful bottles, they open it, smell it, some of them they like, and they start using it in a diffuser or apply it on their skin, but others are left unattended, and maybe you can confirm that and tell me if that's true for you. Please put in the comment box for those of you who have some oils in your starter kit that they never used before or use much less than the others. And please share which oils do you use more often, like on a daily basis. What are your favorite oils? That would be really lovely to see what we have here today. Let's see, open the chat. Good morning. Okay, yes, favorite is orange. Yeah, orange is like people's favorite oil for sure. Citronella. Okay, I didn't know how to use citronella. Okay, great. Any more comments? Please don't be shy. I also want to encourage you to ask as many questions as possible because this is an interactive session. And the purpose of the session is to equip you with knowledge about the essential oils. So there are no stupid questions. Any questions that might pop into your mind, please ask them, and we'll try to cover all of that. Okay, Baylor, is it the favorite oil, or is it the oil that you don't use? Okay, it's a favorite oil. Okay, Baylor is one of my favorite oils. I have it everywhere. I don't know where I put it now, but before all the Zoom sessions and all the presentations, I definitely have Baylor. Yeah, Baylor is one of the favorite oils. Lavender, orange, citronella, favorite, thieves. Yeah, awesome. And thank you very much for sharing. That's very nice. Okay, so but still there are some oils that people don't know how to use, and today I want to tell about the use of those oils. Maybe that you don't enjoy the smell as much, but they can be really great to support your emotional state, your health, your immune system. Some oils are really great for skin support, for hair support. You can use them and add them to your products. And we will cover all of this today. And also I will touch base about diffuser because some people don't know how to use diffuser in the beginning and how to clean it and how to give it some TLC. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen with you now and we can start. Let me quickly do that. Screen, I prepared a nice presentation. Okay. I just want to see. Please let me know in the comment box if you can see my screen, if you can see the slides. Can you see it? Okay. So, first of all, I want to mention a very important thing. Most of you might know that, but there are 3 ways of using essential oils. There is an aromatic way that we use in our diffusers. There is internal way, when we put some oils to our water or honey or to oil carriers, or we take it internally with some carrier oil. And then lastly, it's a topical one when we apply it on our skin, and we can massage it with the carrier oil on our skin or apply it with a roller bottle. What's important to remember when you start using essential oils for the first time, it's very important to remember that oils are very, very potent. They're highly concentrated, and if you overdose with oils, it can be actually harmful for you, and it can cause irritation. So how do we check the oils? We apply a drop of first of all, actually read the label on the bottle, because some oils, they can be very hot and it's better not to use them at all or dilute it first. But some oils like lemon, lavender or orange, they obviously are very child-friendly, and they can be used on the skin, but it's also very, very good to check them first. So you apply it on your wrist or on your elbow, like on the inner side of the elbow, because the skin there is much thinner, and just wait for 10 minutes to see if there is any reaction on your skin. If there is no redness, no irritation, then you're good to go. It's always best to dilute oils with the carrier oil, and for the carrier oil you can use jojoba oil, you can use olive oil, you can use coconut oil, you can use argan oil, or there is a great product that Young Living offers. It's V6 complex of vegetable oils, which I use personally, and I create lots of different rollers and I top it up with that V6 complex oil. So it's very, very important to remember that when you dilute your oils, you don't actually make them less concentrated. It's just the benefits to remain. It's always better to do it because everyone is very, very different. The skin sensitivity is very different. If you want to apply it on your children, especially on the young kids, it's very, very important to dilute it. So also, I use oils internally because I know for a fact that this is very high-grade therapeutic oils. You can do your research and you can decide for yourself. If you don't feel like ingesting these oils, it's absolutely fine and it's up to you. I know lots of people who don't do that, but I also know that if you feel that it will benefit you, you can do it with safety. So I dilute a drop of lemon essential oil or an orange essential oil, and I drink a big glass of lukewarm water every morning before I start my breakfast or anything. So, but like I said, it's entirely up to you. You don't have to ingest it if you don't feel like doing that. And next one, we're going into our dewdrop diffuser. So when you receive your beautiful starter kit, as a bonus, you receive this amazing diffuser for free. It's actually a gift that you get when you get your starter kit. And I absolutely love this diffuser. It's light, it's compact, it's pretty much unbreakable. You can carry it everywhere, and it actually blends in any design of your home. I think it complements it. It's really beautiful. It also, I don't know if you knew it, but it acts as humidifier, atomizer, and aroma diffuser. So it's 3 functions in one. What is a humidifier? It basically moistens your skin. An atomizer, what it does is it breaks essential oils into tiny little molecules, with ultrasonic technology at frequency of 1.7 million times per second. So those molecules are hanging in the air. So even if you diffuse your blend for just 30 minutes or for 45 minutes, the therapeutic effect will be still in the air. So you don't have to diffuse your blend or your oil for hours and hours. You don't need to leave it switched on for the whole night. You can start with diffusing it for 30 minutes and it's going to be absolutely fine. And you will get all the benefits of that. This diffuser has 3 time settings. You will need to, if you have questions, you can ask me, but you can also read the manual and it will explain you how these time settings work. If it works intermittently, it works up to 4 hours, but if it goes on and off, then it can work up to 8 hours. And the beauty of this is that it shuts off automatically when the water runs out. So you don't need to worry about that. It also has a few color settings, which kids love a lot, and it can make a very beautiful light, you know, in the room when they go to sleep. You can switch it on, and every night it can be a different color, and it adds a wonderful touch to your night routine. And finally, it's very easy to clean as well. Even if you don't clean it, I mean, it will last. It's made in a way that you don't actually need to do any specific things, but to ensure that it will last you longer, I suggest that you rinse and wipe it out after every use, especially that little panel that sometimes might have some residue from the oils. So, and you can also clean a deep clean like 1 or 2 times a month, or once every 2 months. So how do you deep clean? You can put some alcohol on a cotton wool and just clean that ultrasonic plate, just to remove any buildup if there is anything, and then just rinse it with some tap water, and then dry it with a soft cloth. Some people, they don't use alcohol, they use bicarbonate of soda with some vinegar, and you can use 1 teaspoon of either white vinegar or apple vinegar and apple cider vinegar. And then again, you just leave it for a little bit, and then you wipe it with a cloth, rinse it, and then you can use it again. So you can use either of these ways. It doesn't matter, whatever works for you, but just give it some love and then it will last forever. There are lots of people, there are lots of diffusers actually that Young Living offers, but this one, which is called Dewdrop, it's definitely one of the favorites. And I'm very pleased that it's part of our starter kit. Okay, now we're gonna move to our presentation on the oils. But before we do that, I just want to ask if you guys have any questions, anything that maybe you want to ask. I don't actually see the chat. So if someone wants to ask questions, maybe just switch on your microphone. Otherwise, I'll just answer those questions after the presentation. So we're going to citronella oil. Some people said that they don't use citronella oil. Some people mentioned in the past that they don't like the smell of citronella oil because it's quite strong and it's into your nose. But this oil is very, very, very popular, and it's very versatile oil as well. And I think if you start using it just a little bit, you don't need to use a lot, just add a drop. And slowly, you know, like you will start liking it. It's like with any other oil. If you don't like a specific oil, don't force yourself. You can apply a drop on your feet with diluted in carrier oil, and your body will start changing your attitude towards that oil. That's a fact. I've done it so many times when I tried a specific oil and I didn't like it, but I knew for a fact that it was good for me. I always started using it, putting it as far from my nose as possible, which is your feet, and doing it regularly. So what is citronella oil? It's obviously great as an insect repellent, and it actually protects you for 3 hours. If you want longer protection, you will just need to reapply it. Like I said again, you need to dilute it with a carrier oil. It's very, very good for the skin, and it's used in lots of cosmetic products as well. It helps to reduce acne, and it also helps to absorb moisture, which is amazing for those ones who have dry skin. It reduces muscle spasms, and it boosts energy. It has very strong anti-parasitic effect, and so it's great for supporting your digestive system. It's also really, really good to uplift your negative mood, and it relaxes your body and mind. It's also antibacterial. It was proven that it prevents the growth of some harmful airborne bacteria. So you can, before you go somewhere where there are lots of people, you can also apply a few drops of citronella on your skin to protect yourself. Okay, next one is Eucalyptus radiata. It's a really, really nice oil to use. You can make your own immune boosting rollers for your kids, especially for the young kids. We will later talk about Thieves Blend, which is amazing immune support blend, but it's only for kids from 4 years plus. So how can we help our younger kids? We can make our own blend, and I'll speak about it a little bit later, but eucalyptus will be one of those oils that we will include into that blend. And also eucalyptus is produced in South Africa. It's our own oil that's distilled here. So it's very powerful antimicrobial agent that supports the respiratory system. It's great for any respiratory infections. And it also has a very nice and positive calming effect on your nervous system. So if you feel that you are all over the place, you are anxious, anxiety goes through the roof, then you can just add a few drops of eucalyptus radiata into your diffuser and just diffuse it for an hour and sit in that place, sit in that room or in a lounge, wherever you diffuse it, and it will make a difference. You will start feeling much, much calmer. Obviously, if there is infection, if your child is sick or if you're sick, you can apply it to those points, VitaFlex points, to support your body. And it's very important to dilute it with your carrier oil. Don't forget to dilute. Frankincense. I think lots of people know about frankincense, and I realized that some people either love it, absolutely in love with that smell, or they absolutely dislike it. They can't stand the smell of frankincense. It reminds them of anything that they don't believe. It's obviously like some religion things as well, but there is strong dislike of that smell. And we shouldn't forget that essential oils, they affect our limbic system, and the limbic system controls our emotions. So it's very subconscious, like the reactions that we have towards the smell of different oils, it's very subconscious, we can't control it. But it actually is always an indicator that maybe you need that oil to work with something from the past that you already, that you think that you probably already worked through, but it's still sitting there deep, deep inside, and it still bothers you. And essential oils, they are amazing tool to deal with some psychological traumas or just issues from the past. We all have those of, you know, issues. We don't have always time and tools to deal with it, so we can always use essential oils to do that. So frankincense, it's amazing for meditations, for prayers, for connecting with your higher self. It's also great to help with insomnia. If you have kids that struggle to sleep at night, or just adults that always, you know, the mind is very busy and it's very difficult to relax and to sleep, then you can mix frankincense and lavender and put it in your diffuser and switch it on for the night. And it works wonders for those people who struggle to fall asleep. Also, it's anti-inflammatory, it soothes cough, and it's amazing for the skin. You can always add it to your skin products, just a drop of frankincense, to your lotion, to anything that you add on your skin. It helps with your like little fine lines and with your wrinkles. It's a really, really resourceful oil. So if you didn't use it before, you can start using it now. Lavender, I think lots of us love and use lavender very, very often. It helps with anything on your skin. You can use it neat on your skin, so you don't have to dilute it. It's absolutely fine for yourself and for your kids. It also works as a repellent. You can actually mix it with citronella oil. It's great to add to your practices. Also, if you practice yoga or if you meditate, it's great to calm and to harmonize and to find the balance. And obviously, it works well on your skin. It's absolutely amazing if you have a burn, like if yourself or your child burn the finger, just apply lavender straight away. There won't be even a scar in a few days, or any mark, anything. It's such a resourceful and versatile oil. It's definitely one of our favorites. My kids love it so much. They use it for anything. It's really, really great. And it also, this oil together with a few other oils, they also support your immune system. So you can use it for younger kids. Next one is lemon. So I add a drop of lemon to my water every day. I start my day with a drop of lemon essential oil in my water, and it starts the detox of the body. So the same way as we brush our teeth and wash our face, we have to do something for our internal organs, and that will start the process. It's great for digestion. It stimulates liver, pancreas, and it also improves clarity and memory. So if you want, if you have a very, very busy day, and you need concentration, you can diffuse lemon with some peppermint, and it will bring the focus back into the picture. And for the younger kids, you can use lemon and rosemary, a few drops of lemon and a few drops of rosemary, especially now when like most of us, we do homeschooling, and kids obviously are all over the place. It's very, very hard. I don't know about you, but it's very hard for me. So I diffuse lemon and rosemary every single day when I control and supervise my kids doing the homework from the school. It's also great to remove any gums, grease, and crayons from most surfaces. So I cleaned my whole house. I didn't know how get rid of those marks on the walls, and now with the help of lemon, it's all gone. And it also fights self-aging, helps with cellulite, age spots, and oily skin. So you can definitely add lemon essential oil to your skin products as well. The only thing that you need to remember is that all the citruses, like lemon, bergamot, orange, tangerine. If you add them to your skin products, you should not go to the sun after that for like 6 to 8 hours. So it's best to use it for your night routine before you go to bed. And another thing, if you want to prepare for yourself some nice water with lemon and take it out for the day, if you go hiking or if you just go to the office or you spend a day out, don't put it into a plastic bottle. Use glass bottle or a stainless steel bottle, because all the citruses, they actually bleach, so they produce chemicals in plastic. So it's not going to be good if you do that. Very important to remember that. Now, orange, it's a very happy oil. It deals with bad moods. If your kids have tantrums or just, you know, morning blues or some kind of stress, you can help them and diffuse orange. It's a beautiful, beautiful, happy aroma. I think that it will cheer up the whole family. It also helps with self-esteem. People use it to whiten their teeth. It helps with pigmentation and acne. So I actually add it to my skin serum. But again, like I said, just if you do that, remember about the sun. And it has antibacterial properties and cancer-fighting abilities. Also, orange is very popular to add in your water to drink, and to add it to your, you know, any stuff that you cook. It can be biscuits, or it can be any truffles, the raw truffles. Some people make raw truffles with cacao powder and different dry fruits, and orange is one of those oils that you can add for this extra flavor. The next one is peppermint, another amazing oil that helps me to wake up in the morning. I used to take peppermint oil when I used to hike. At 4 o'clock, I would wake up to go and hike Lion's Head. And peppermint was my savior, because I never was a morning person, so it was a challenge for me to wake up in the morning. And if you do have those days when you have to wake up extremely early, use peppermint. It will wake you up immediately. Apply it on your temples, apply it on the back of your neck. Just remember that it's very, very hot oil, so it's the oil that might burn a little bit, so always dilute it. And it's also for people with sensitive skin. It might be a little bit irritating. So just try it first. Make this test that I explained to you in the beginning, and see if you don't have any irritation, then you are good to go. It also helps with nausea and motion sickness, with colds. You can add peppermint. If you can apply peppermint if your child complains about tummy. You can just apply around the navel a little bit of peppermint. It helps to soothe the pain. It also helps to, when you have a headache, it also helps a lot with any kind of headaches. Just apply it on your neck and you'll see a huge difference. It, on the one hand, it helps with focus and concentration. On the other hand, it helps with calming, you know, like your nerves and relaxing yourself. So it's a very good routine before going to bed as well. And it helps to bring the temperature down. That's why if your child has high fever, like 38.5, then you can definitely apply a drop of peppermint on a wet towel and put it on the forehead of your child. Or you can mix it if your child is older, like 3 years plus, you can mix it with some carrier oil and apply it on their ankles and on the feet. And it definitely helps to bring the temperature down. Okay, next one is purification. This oil is one of those blends which is super powerful actually and versatile, but very few people know how to use it. Some people I know don't enjoy the smell very much. Other people love it so much. I don't know, please add in the comments, how do you feel about purification, whether you use purification or not. It has a very strong, because the ingredients of this oil is citronella, rosemary, lemongrass, tea tree, lavandina, and myrtle. But citronella is very, very strong, and it actually pops into the nose. So some people who don't like citronella, they automatically don't like purification. But actually, if you diffuse it in your diffuser, then it actually clears the air very well. It clears the air, and it helps to get rid of any bad smells. So if you cook, it's very good to diffuse this blend in the kitchen. If you cook something very smelly, like fish or meat or anything that your family might not like, or if you have friends that coming over for dinner, it's very, very good tip to diffuse purification. Just diffuse it for half an hour and then switch it off, and then the air will be nice and calming and inviting. And also, if you add a few drops of purification in the smelly shoes, it helps to reduce or just get rid of any sweat and any bad smells there as well. I add purification when I wash my linens. I add a few drops of purification in the softener, and I just love the fresh aroma. And obviously it helps with treatment of wounds, cuts, insect bites. So you can apply it if you have mosquito bites or anything like that. You can apply purification and it helps with that. It's also very, very good repellent. And I just want to share that recently I had a day when I had to clean my my house, and I found a few spots in my house where there was actually mold on the walls. And purification is fantastic to deal with that. It eliminates mold. You just basically add a few drops of purification in the water, and then you spray that area that has mold, and then you just clean it, and it works beautifully. I love it. Instead of using chemicals, because mold is actually very difficult to get rid of. So instead of using harmful chemicals, use purification oil. You can start with that. And now Thieves, which is a powerful antiviral blend, antiseptic, antibacterial, has so many strong qualities. Ingredients is clove, lemon, cinnamon, eucalyptus, and rosemary. I'm not going to go into details about this blend because I'm sure you know about this, and we speak all the time about Thieves, especially now with all the viruses. And Thieves is one of those blends that are very, very strong, but you also need to be very, very careful with that blend. So I want to tell you that this blend is not allowed for pregnant women, because the effects of clove and cinnamon on pregnancy wasn't studied. So just be safe than sorry, rather be safe than sorry, and avoid using Thieves. Also for young kids, it's better to use some other immune boosting blends, because Thieves is quite strong. But if your child is 4 years plus, then you can definitely use Thieves. You can apply it on the soles of their feet. It acts as a shield. It protects from the viruses. It helps with herpes and warts. So basically it gives your immune system this boost and that support that it needs. You can also, like if you have a sore throat, you can add a drop of Thieves into that mix that you will use to gargle. For your kids, you can use tea tree. But for yourself and for all the kids, definitely add a drop of Thieves and gargle with that. It helps to recover much, much quicker. And then Valor, I think it's the final one. Valor, it's a harmonizing blend, which gives you lots of strengths that you basically draw from within. I use Valor on a daily basis just to find you know, like that ground under my feet. Sometimes I feel all over the place, and this is the oil that gives me immense emotional support. It helps adults to practice courage and confidence. It can also be used on kids if you dilute it. So if your kids need some support in that field, please use Baylor as well. It helps with tension and anxiety. And for your hyperactive kids, you can definitely use Baylor as well, because it will soothe them and it will ground them. So amazing, amazing blend. It's used, men love using Baylor, especially before very important meetings, before you sign a contract, or when you just need to be equipped, you know, with that confidence. Just help yourself and apply Baylor, and I'm sure it will make a difference. Now I just want to stop sharing, and I want to see if there are any questions about the oils before we go to the next one, to essential rewards, because we're getting closer to the end of this presentation. Just want to quickly go through your questions. Okay, yes, you don't dilute oils if you put them into the diffuser, but also with regards to the diffuser, you should start with less. Start with 4 drops, and then gradually increase the quantity of your drops. But usually for therapeutic effect, between 8 and 12 drops are recommended. Yes, if you go camping, you can definitely use citronella instead of mosquito spray. You can make your own spray at home with some water and citronella, and then you can apply it on, not just on your skin, you can apply it, you know, on your tent and on your linens, everywhere where mosquitoes sit, so that you can chase them away. I actually also forgot to mention that there is one trick. I don't know how about you, but in Cape Town we have some problems with ants, and you can chase ants away in a nice way, not killing them. You can put a few drops of peppermint oil on a cucumber, and then just put it in those spots where ants, you know, gather, and they will go away. I definitely I tried that, and it works. So you can give it a go as well if you struggle with ants. How to use lemon against cellulite? Apply it on skin or internally? It's skin. It's topical. So you just add it to your creams that you use when you massage those areas. Just remember that cellulite, it's a very complex thing. Lots of women have it, and just adding lemon doesn't resolve the problem, but it can definitely improve the appearance of the skin if you add it and massage it. Okay, I have a helper here today who just can't wait to become a Zoom speaker. And she wants to entertain everyone as well. I love purification, use it as a perfume. Oh, wonderful. Yes, purification is actually also this oil that helps to get rid of all the evil spirits, you know. It not just purifies the air, it purifies also everything that we can see. So it's very nice to use it. It helps with negative energy, and you can diffuse it if you expect some people that you don't know, not like trying to imply that they're bad people or anything. It's just like, you know, to neutralize the air, which is always good. Vela is the oil that I almost never use. So I don't like the smell. Probably it means something. Well, usually when we don't like a specific oil, or if we like the oil very, very much, that always means something. So you can just look at the, can we sit here? Sit here and be quiet. So you can just look at the ingredients of that oil. Valor has a beautiful blue color because it has blue tansy, and this blue tansy, it's one of those very luxurious oils that are used for skin. So you can actually, I don't know if maybe that smell that you dislike. So yeah, we have actually a very, very good aroma psychologists that use essential oils as a tool to work with their clients. And it's amazing how different oils mean different things. For instance, lemon. That's the oil that helps to define our personal borders. And I never knew that. So if you struggle with saying no to people, or if you struggle with, you know, your personal borders, you should use lemon more often. Peppermint is one of those oils that protect you from negative energy of other people. So if you deal with people that drain you, like, you know, we call them, well, I forgot the word, you know, those people that take energy out of you, suck your energy up. You can also use peppermint. It will protect you from that. And it's interesting to know what is Valor. So maybe we can ask our community to find out what's the reason why you don't like it, because it's one of those popular ones. Okay, so let me quickly go to the last slides of my presentation. I want to quickly tell you about our Essential Rewards program. Let me just quickly connect. Okay. Can you see the screen? Can you see the screen? I hope you can. So loyalty has its benefits. What is Essential Rewards? It's an authorship program by Young Living that rewards you for ordering 50 PV or more each month. PV, it's basically the value of $50 approximately. It's a point value. So why would you care about this Essential Rewards program? Why would you consider joining? Lots of people ask this question, and that's why I decided to speak a few minutes about this. So first of all, you get definitely a few benefits. You're saving on shipping. That's one. And if you love your essential oils, if you use them often, it's definitely, and if you order them like every second month, then it's quite a good save, you know, if you count in 24 months in a year that you save. Then it's access to your monthly promise. After this, we're going to be talking about promotions for this month, and people who are on Essential Rewards, they always get extra promotions and extra benefits for the same orders as other people that are not part of Essential Rewards. Then you always earn cash, like back those points towards free products. You can see here that when you're on Essential Rewards from 1 to 3 months, you earn 10% of the value of your order. Let's say you ordered for $100, 100 PV, you get 10 points back into your wallet, let's say into your wallet. From month 4, you already double that and you earn 20%. So every time you order for 50 PV or something, you get 10 points if you're here. Or you start getting 25 points when you are with Essential Rewards for over 2 years. So it's very, very good because you can use those cash back to order oils or the products that you know, like Ninja Red or something that you always wanted to try, but you actually don't want to really spend the money. So it's very nice to use that kitty for those products. Or like frankincense, something expensive, something luxurious. It's like treating yourself. then you can customize your order monthly. So every month you can choose whatever you want to do, and you can ship date each month. You don't have to do it on a specific date. If this month you ordered on the 5th of May, next month you can change it and order towards the end of the month. It's absolutely customizable, and it's up to you when you order that. And also, you can skip 1 month in a calendar if you feel that you don't need anything, or if you have, like, if you're tight on money, if you struggle this month, then you don't need to order. You still will keep all the points. They're not going to cancel it. Another great thing is every 3 months you get a free gift for your loyalty. The company sends you different oils. After 12 months of being on this program, you get a loyalty blend, which is exclusive blend only to people who are on Essential Rewards. So it's extra bonus. For me, it was a great, great bonus as well. And this Essential Rewards, it's not compulsory. You can cancel it at any time. If you feel that, okay, now you have enough oils and you can last for a year, it's absolutely fine. You can cancel this Essential Rewards program. But for me, the reason why I'm using Essential Rewards is because when I decided to be part of aromatherapy, or to introduce aromatherapy into my family and to start using the oils, I actually realized how much support I got in all fields of my life, in all spheres. And I slowly started replacing the products that I used to use that are full of chemicals and toxins with plant-based products. And I know that in South Africa, the list of products is still very, very short, because overall in the world, Young Living has over 650 products. The range is amazing. They have beautiful skin products, they have beautiful hair products, shampoos, they have great products, you know, for skin, for the beauty, you know, for people who love mascara and eyeshadows and all those things. Amazing product, cruelty free. But in South Africa now, it's still coming slowly, because the market was open only last year in October, so it takes time to introduce all those products. But it's gonna be arriving soon. We already have a range of Thieves products, which you know, which can replace all your chemical detergents. And I already replaced them. I started using Thieves laundry, I'm using cleaner, I'm using their soap. Like, I actually want to do a session on those Thieves range, because it's absolutely fantastic. It smells amazing. And once I had to use, you know, the product for the toilet, just to compare, and the smell, just the smell alone, just put me off. And when I looked at the ingredients of that brand from the shop that I used before with confidence, like I never thought twice about that, I got horrified. So, you know, it's a slow journey. Journey into your healthier lifestyle is a slow journey. It doesn't mean that you need to change overnight, but this program will help you. It will motivate you to slowly touch all the fields of your life and get into your, you know, get your whole family above wellness line. So quickly, just to touch base on May Promise, if you order for 100 PV or more, every month you get extra gift from the company to say thank you. So this month, if you order for 100 PV, you'll get cedarwood. And cedarwood is one of those oils that I use all the time. You will also get 15 mils. It's absolutely beautiful, woodsy aroma. It's very relaxing. It helps with sleep. I massage it into my scalp every time after I wash my hair. It promotes hair growth. So if you have issues with the hair, or if you just want to improve the quality of your hair, then this is the oil for you. It's absolutely beautiful. Lots of people use lavender and cedarwood for they just add 2 drops of each into their mascara to promote eyelash growth. So you can do that as well. And cedarwood is also fantastic because it actually resets your DNA memory. That's why it's so good for sleep. And everyone who suffers with that, it's a great oil to introduce. Vetiver, for those people who buy 100 PV, 150 PV, they get cedarwood plus vetiver. Vetiver is a fantastic oil. It's balancing and it's grounding. It has a very beautiful aroma. I actually have it here with me today. It's great for sleep support. And if lavender didn't work for you, then vetiver definitely will do a job. It's also great for skin. If you have it, you can add it into your skin product. It helps with anti-aging. It soothes you. It helps with anger, anxiety, and stress. It's called the oil of tranquility. So you can definitely introduce it into your practices as well. If you order for 200 PV or more, then you also get a clary sage. Clary sage is fantastic oil to have for all the women because it helps with hormonal balance, and it also helps with menstrual cramps, any of those sorts of things, and it's really good for your skin as well. So I add clary sage into my skin serum. 250 PV or more, and you also get tea tree oil and lavender lip balm. So tea tree oil is melaleuca oil. It's been traditional actually medicine for Aborigines in Australia for many centuries. It's a very good oil that deals with different bacteria and fungus. So it also increases the activity of your white blood cells, and that's why it helps to fight infections. So it's a great immune support oil. It can be used on young kids as well. So instead of using thieves blend, which we always promote, you can make your own blend, and you can put some tea tree, some lemon, some eucalyptus, some lavender and frankincense into the blend, and you will have a beautiful immune boosting system. Lavender lip balm is fantastic. It's more excuse me, it's if you have any problems with your lips, I always for some reason have very dry lips. I use a different one. I don't use lavender. I use grapefruit lip balm, and I'm absolutely in love with that. But I'm sure lavender will work as well, if not better. And for 300 PB and more, you can get a frankincense. Besides all those oils we just discussed, you also get frankincense, which is quite an expensive oil, and we already spoke about all the beautiful qualities and properties of frankincense. And you get a laundry soap, which I actually tested myself, and I absolutely love the result. It's a very concentrated soap, plant-based ingredients. My kids are very sensitive to these chemicals. And me myself, like I can't use specific brands because they put so much chemicals there that my body just reacts. I just get nauseous and my skin gets irritated. So this one is absolutely beautiful. It's 6 times concentrated. So when I got my laundry soap, I actually divided it by 3, and I took 1/3 of the contents, and I put 2/3 into a different bottle. And then I added just tap water, and I shaked it up, and that's what I used. I just used a cap for the load, and it works. It does the job. It works so well. So it's actually is very economical as well. It will last you forever. And so just remember that it's limited to 100 orders. So if you want it, you can order it obviously separately, but if you want to get it as a bonus, you need to order for 300 PV or more, and it's exclusive for Essential Rewards orders only. So thank you very much for listening. I hope it was helpful. Now stop sharing, and I'll just see if you have any questions, and I would love to hear your feedback. if you can, you can just switch on your microphone, unmute yourself, and you can just tell me if it was helpful, if you learned anything new. That would be great. Okay, I'm just looking at the chat to see if there are any questions. How do I say for
Can you hear me, Mila?
Yes, hi. Hi.
Yeah, it was very, very interesting. Thank you so much. It was so informative. I learned lots of new things today.
That's
and
great.
I love this what you said about the laundry soap. I definitely want to try it because I used my Thieves mixture as a laundry and it didn't work so well for me. Like, it smelled very nicely, but obviously some dirty it didn't wash out. So I'm thinking maybe I should just get that actual laundry soap and give it a try.
Definitely.
Yeah. And lavender lip balm, I have it. It is actually even here.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, so it's very nice. I love it. Yeah.
Do you like it? Do you like it?
And my daughter loves it. Yeah, yeah. And my daughter, she also loves it. Yeah, so we put it every night.
Oh, that's fantastic. My daughter
Yeah,
loves
no,
the grapefruit one a lot. So any issues with the lips? I think this oil works very well. But even if you don't have lip balm, you can also just mix a drop of lavender or geranium. If you have geranium, which is fantastic for the skin and for regeneration of the skin, you can just mix it with jojoba oil or any other oil and just apply it on your lips. It helps a lot with that as well. Just like a little tip to know if you don't have lip balm. But obviously, if you do, that's great. It's even better. You can always carry it in your bag.
Yeah. And thank you so much for this tip regarding ants. We suddenly have so many ants in our house. So I will just try. So it's cucumber and peppermint on top.
Yeah, you just cut cucumber and then you just put a drop of peppermint on top of those cucumbers. You just like 2 or 3 and put it in the place where they usually gather.
Yeah.
Like in my case, it was around my cat's bowl. they were stealing my cat's food. So I just put some peppermint. Obviously, after that, my cat also didn't want to touch the food, so I had to replace it.
Yeah, I will have to try it. We suddenly have too many ants. Maybe they're all cold outside and they're coming inside.
Yeah, some warm environment. Yes, try it and let me know if it works.
Yeah.
There is a question: how do I massage into the hair? Is it about the cedarwood?
Yeah, cedarwood.
So after you take a shower or wash your hair, you obviously put a few drops just on the palm of your hand, and then you just massage it just like that, just all over the place, just like 1 or 2 drops. And obviously it has to be for the hair growth, it's better if it's wet hair, but I also do it for relaxing, you know, just like to switch off. I massage cedarwood into the scalp before I go to bed. And you know, it's like two things with one. Not only it helps with relaxing, it also helps with my hair. It doesn't grease my hair. It doesn't. I heard that for some people it might be a different effect. You just need to try and see what it feels like for you, because obviously every skin and every, you know, the skin on your scalp is also different to mine. So it might be too greasy for you, but you definitely can try and see. Rosemary is another great oil for hair growth. So if you want to improve your hair look, the way it looks, and the quality of your hair, rosemary and cedarwood are absolutely the best. So you can definitely try that. And rosemary is a fantastic oil to have. Like I just got it as well. It's a very, very good oil to add to the mix, especially for immune boosting of your kids, of young, because your child is also young. You know, it's younger than 6. So under 6, it's better to use, oils carefully, just trying with less and then slowly introducing more and trying different things. So you can definitely use rosemary for immune boosting.
Okay, great.
Do you guys have any other questions? If anyone wants to say anything? Thank you so much, Irina, for sharing your feedback. If you have any other questions, you're welcome to ask as well. I see that you are saying, how do I save on shipping? No, it's just when you make your order, if you make your monthly order, you pay for the shipping. And if you're on Essential Rewards, it's like you pay double, like half of what you would pay if you were not on Essential Rewards.
Okay. Okay.
So that's how you save.
For I just wanted to also for this really long beard. My husband has got me maybe like short like this, but he asked me to make him my beard oil, and I used the cedarwood as well. And
oh, fantastic! Yeah. And how did it go?
Yeah, very good. So he's been using it every day. Even his friend asked me to make it for him.
So now you will have the man with long beard in your surroundings. That's great.
Yeah. And the smells is really nice. Yeah.
It's lovely. I also love it. Wonderful. Thank you so much. I think I'll just stop recording. Thank you so much for joining today, and I'm wishing you all a beautiful day, and I hope you learned something new today. And we definitely will have more sessions like this, because I think through the through the knowledge.
Yeah, and there's so much fun with Maya also.
Yeah, next time I'm just gonna ask her to come and entertain us, because she's such an entertainer, especially when she yawns.